What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to tonight's video. We are going to be giving you guys positive updates galore. We're starting off with Alexis Mac Allister, then we'll speak about Kone and Thuram. There is a little bit of a, I guess, not too positive update on Caoimhin Kelleher, but an update nonetheless. And of course, you know how this works. I'm going to talk about the subjects, let you know how I feel about them, but I want to know if you agree or disagree. Do you like the players and the valuations, or do you think maybe Liverpool's summer transfer business should go in a different direction? Either way, it is over to you. I want to read your comments in the comment section. Please drop a like on the video, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, why not? Why not? Seriously, why not? I'm awesome. Subscribe. All seriousness, though, I want to say a thank you to you guys, because I did a video the other day, and whenever I do a ranty type video, I get worried because I don't want the world to think I'm just a moaning arsehole who has nothing positive to say. But this video was about where we're going in the world with regard to the cost of Sky, BT, jerseys, and how parents are struggling and how the prices are going up and up and up, which in turn has led to the illegal streams, the illegal shirts, and all that stuff. So did a video on that the other day. You guys took it really well, and the comments were very positive on it, so thank you for that. But tonight's about the good stuff. Tonight's about the transfer window, and we are in June now, so let's get underway. So, Alexis Mac Allister will be a Liverpool player. It is just a matter of days at this point. The good news? Well, the good news is the personal terms and everything else are fully agreed. And like myself and Fabrizio have been telling you guys for a while, which is a happy coincidence, by the way, because I don't know Fabrizio Romano. So wherever he got his information, wherever I get my information on this, we seem to be on the same page. It will be less than £60 million. I don't know the number. I think Fabrizio might know the number, but I certainly don't. But I do know it'll be less than 60 million quid, like we've been saying for a while. I'd seen reports for 70 million and upwards. I didn't believe that was going to be the case, but either way, Liverpool have got their man. Reports suggest that Alexis Mac Allister will wear the number 10 shirt for Liverpool, and then he will, of course, get the deal signed, get the media stuff done, and he'll head away on international duty, I believe, then with Argentina. So don't stress on that one. That is a done deal. That is something that we can absolutely put in the done basket and move on to other targets. So, with those other targets in mind, let's start off with a confirmation again from Fabrizio and many other journalists around Liverpool's pursuit of Thuram and Kone. They are 100% targets for Liverpool Football Club. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I know which way these conversations are going to go, who Liverpool are going to go after first, but it does look like these are the preferences. Alexis Mac Allister, Manu Kone, and Thuram, and I'm very happy about that. I will openly admit I'm relatively new to the Kone and Thuram train. I don't know an awful lot about them, but those whose opinion I hold dearly speak really, really highly of these guys. And you know what? Let's start off with Kone. The price tag, because Borussia Mönchengladbach are in a little bit of difficulty with the old financials, there's a bargain to be had here. The price being set for him is about 35 million euro. That seems like an absolute bargain for somebody who could be ready to go straight into Klopp's midfield. So I would envision that this is where George Schmadtke really goes to work. He knows that market, obviously. He's German. He knows the German market very well. He'll be trying to get this deal done relatively quickly as well. So fingers crossed. I believe a couple of these guys are heading away maybe to the under-21 tournament. So maybe we do see this getting done very quickly. But I think if we concentrate on Manu Kone for a second, everybody is speaking about Liverpool's interest now, and it does look like we are pushing through and we are going to try and get that deal over the line. So when we have more on it, of course, we will let you know, but I just want to give you an update to say those links are real, this interest is real, and he could very well be a Liverpool Football Club player. Now we move on to Thuram, probably a bit higher of a valuation. I've seen prices that Nice are going to look for between 40 million euro all the way up to 60 million euro. I think the truth probably lies somewhere in the middle, but then again, I'm guessing at that. But we do know that he comes from a very good footballing family. We do know that so far he's had no injuries. Let me say that again. He's had no injuries. None. Zero. Which is brilliant, because we haven't really had that bulletproof type midfielder, dare I say it, since Gini Wijnaldum. Now, I know people have different memories of Gini. Some people feel like the last season was an absolute disaster, but I tell you what it was. It was a season again where he was available. It was a season where he was ready to play football. And look at the midfielders that we have at Liverpool. We've never struggled for depth, but we struggled for availability. So the fact that we are bringing in somebody, if we get Caoimhin Thuram, that is, I guess, bulletproof at this point in his career, is a good sign. Now, I want to just draw your attention for a second to the situation with Jude Bellingham before I move back to talk about Caoimhin Kelleher. You've probably seen Jude Bellingham's social media posts. You're probably as confused as I am right now. What I was aware of, because of the media, was that it looked like it was a done deal that he was going to move to Real Madrid. But I want to know how you interpreted his Instagram post, because to me, as I read it, as he received the award for Player of the Season, I kind of read it like he had unfinished business with Dortmund, or that maybe he was coming back to Dortmund for pre-season. Now, I could be reading this entirely wrong, and Dortmund sporting director has been speaking and saying that he expects the situation to be resolved in the near future. But I wonder, will we see him go and join Real Madrid, the Galacticos there, or will he stay at Dortmund for another campaign? Maybe sign on that new deal that we'd heard about. I want to know your take on it. I don't think there's any hope of Liverpool being in the debate at this point in the conversation, but it does seem like it's either Real Madrid or stay put at Dortmund. Now, another update around another Liverpool target who was Mason Mount. Well, the good news is, and I say good news because I was never sold on him, the good news is it looks like he's going to join Manchester United. They're going to try and hash out a fee with Chelsea for the England international. I'm kind of happy about this, to be honest with you, because I was okay with Mount at a reasonable price, but it was never one that excited me. So the fact that United look like they're going to try and bring him there, if we have to lose out, I mean, fine. I'm fine with that. When I'd rather lose out on him than some of the other targets that we've been looking for. But I want to know, United fans, because I know a fair amount of you guys do tune in and watch the videos. What's your take? Are you happy with the idea of Mason Mount, or do you think United could do better? I nearly said, do you think Liverpool could do better? But we definitely can do better, and I hope we are doing better. Now we want to move on to Caoimhin Kelleher. So, Stephen Kenny, the Irish national team manager, has had his say on Caoimhin Kelleher's situation. This is what he has to say. Republic of Ireland manager Stephen Kenny expects Caoimhin Kelleher to leave Liverpool this summer, according to the Irish Times. It looks like Caoimhin will be on the move this summer because he needs games. He's been starved of games. That's been the problem for him. He's very, very talented. It's hard to leave Liverpool, such an iconic club, but he's 24 now and he needs to play. And you know what? I've always been open about this. I understand that standpoint. I understand that Caoimhin may want to move on. And I agree with Stephen Kenny that he is a very talented goalkeeper. But Gavin Bazunu right now occupies that Ireland #1 shirt. And if Caoimhin wants to wrestle it away, then maybe he does need to leave Liverpool. Now, the price that I'm seeing Liverpool asking for him is about 20 to 25 million pound. I think that's fair. I think 15, 20, 25, anything around that bracket. Probably call it 20. I think that's a fair price. But we do have to bring in a #2 if Caoimhin leaves, so I'm sure it's a situation that Jurgen Klopp won't want to drag on too long. So do keep an eye on it, but again, we're getting mixed reviews here. Klopp saying it'll take a crazy bid for him to move, and then Stephen Kenny saying, well, I expect him to move. So what do you think? Does Kelleher move, or does he stay? And lastly, a little bit on Mickey van den Ven. Excuse me on the pronunciation, I'm still trying to get my tongue around it. It looks like he's a sincere target for Liverpool. I've no idea if it's going to be him or Yuri and Timber that we actually go after, but they would be the two right now that I would suggest that Liverpool are looking at to fill that centre-back position. So any preferences for you guys? I'm going to lean towards Timber because I've watched more of him. I say more of him. I actually didn't even know the other guy existed until last week. But I want to know your take. Which one would you see Liverpool being a better fit with? And also, with regards to the fullback position, who do you think Liverpool could look for? We've seen Benjamin Pavard's name being mentioned, but as per many journalists over the week, it looks like Liverpool want 3 midfielders, a centre-back, and if possible, a fullback. So who will that fullback be? Will it be an ageing player to give us a little bit of experience for a couple of years while the likes of Bradley and Calvin Ramsey get up to speed, or will Liverpool look to just bring somebody in now who can allow Trent to have a bit more freedom? Over to you guys. Let me know your thoughts, and of course, thank you for all of your support this season. We've got lots of content coming up over the summer, so do not go anywhere. Thank you for your time. Have a wonderful evening, and talk to you soon. Bye-bye.